Welcome YouTube human. Today's list video covers the plucky little console that, regardless of whether you're Team Green or Team Blue, this is probably your second favourite this generation. My name, as always, is not important. Number 10. Mario Tennis Aces. Nintendo brings its signature quirky humour and cast of characters to the sport of tennis. With its range of special moves, power bars, time dilation and moving obstacles that can divert your ball down unexpected paths, this isn't your average day at Wimbledon. Critics agree that it's the best arcade tennis game in ages, and the buying public seem to agree. Over 2.6 million people have bought a copy so far. Number 9. 1-2 Switch. Like Kinect Adventures for the Xbox 360, most of the appeal of this title is in its availability. In this case, 1-2 Switch was one of the 5 or so games released at the same time as the console itself. In true Nintendo tradition, 1-2 Switch offers a family-friendly multiplayer gaming experience that helps introduce potentially unfamiliar aspects of the console, in this instance the Joy-Con controllers. Almost 3 million copies have sold, however I don't expect to see 1-2 Switch on many best game lists. Number 8. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. As the title might suggest, New Super Mario Bros. U was originally released for the Wii U back in 2012. Given the slightly disappointing international sales for that platform, Nintendo shrewdly decided to give the game a second swing on their new platform. Along with the expected upgrade in image quality, Nintendo threw in a few new playable characters and additionally bundled in a port of New Super Luigi U. How's that for value? New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe has sold an estimated 3.3 million units so far. Number 7. Super Mario Party. Nintendo's party game series continues onto the new console, with the latest incarnation adding approximately 100% more Super than previous entries. For those unfamiliar with the series, Super Mario Party is a series of board games and minigames featuring characters from across the Marioverse. While the minigames are playable online, the real marketed appeal of Super Mario Party is its local multiplayer, because, as everyone knows, nothing tests a friendship like a board game. Over 6.4 million people have put their closest relationships in jeopardy at this point. Number 6. Splatoon 2. Just like the Fresh Prince didn't need to go blue to be a platinum-selling rap superstar, Nintendo proves they don't need gore and violence to sell 8.7 million copies of their third-person shooter Splatoon 2. Although developers Nintendo EPD have revamped the controls to take advantage of the Switch Joy-Cons, this sequel to 2015's Splatoon really didn't need to change the formula much. The original was a standout title on a system that didn't sell very many units. The figures speak for themselves, as Splatoon 2 has outsold its predecessor by over 70% so far. Number 5. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It wouldn't be a portable Nintendo console without a Pokemon game, and despite the hybrid handheld/docked nature of the Switch, this generation is no exception. Named for your choice of starter Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were released in the wake of short-lived mobile phenomenon Pokemon Go! As a result, developers Game Freak took to heart some of the lessons learned in that game. Pokemon Let's Go takes some of the capture mechanics from the mobile game, with the throwing of Pokeballs requiring use of motion controls. While not quite capturing the hearts of the Pokemon Hardcore faithful, Pokemon Hardcore being a phrase I never thought I'd say, this highly accessible entry in the series has sold over 10.6 million copies. Number 4. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay, hands up, who thought this would be higher? Breath of the Wild has been a system seller for Nintendo since its release alongside the Switch in 2017. After a long 5 years in development, the latest new entry in the veteran Nintendo first-party game series launched to almost universal acclaim, earning several Game of the Year titles and is many people's top contender for best game ever. Breath of the Wild has sold 12.77 million copies for the Switch so far, and a further 1.5 million copies for the Wii U. Number 3. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Another one that's sure to test your friendships to the limit. Multiplayer fighting series Smash Bros. Came to the Switch in 2018, with over 70 playable characters crossing over from Nintendo first-party and multiple third-party developer franchises. Arguably, couch multiplayer is the best way to experience the game, not least because of the technical issues which have plagued the online multiplayer aspect. In spite of this, Ultimate has sold 13.8 million units so far. Number 2. Super Mario Odyssey. Odyssey is a fitting title for Team Mario's magnum opus, taking in every era of Mario's development from 8-bit side-scrolling to 64-bit 3D platforms. Odyssey also adds its own unique elements, most notably Mario's ability to possess a wide array of enemies, objects and NPCs in the world by throwing his cap at them adds a typically bizarre spin to the gameplay. Mario's biggest adventure yet has garnered huge numbers of positive reviews, as well as huge sales, over 14.4 million to date. Number 1. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Disappointingly, despite the wealth of new and original content that has emerged for the Switch in the 2 years since its release, I'm a little sad to say the number 1 spot is held by another remaster of a Wii U game. Not that Mario Kart isn't deserving of praise, the kart genre was born around the original SNES game after all, and the Switch port takes advantage of the improved processing power of the new console, as well as giving the player access to all of the original game's DLC. With all that said, regardless of my opinion, over 16.6 million people have purchased this game so far, making it currently the biggest seller on the Nintendo Switch. And that's my list. Did you buy any of these? Are any of them on your list? Have you even got a Switch yet? What are your predictions for the next big seller on the Switch? Let me know below. While you're down there, kindly do the usual YouTube things if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you next time.